Hello, hello. It's Friday. We're playing Power Wash Sim today. Am I too big? Let's see. Shrink myself a bit here. There we go. That's better. Um, Hi Thor. Congrats on getting first. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Um, I'm sleepy, so I didn't do lawn work today because my grandma got her lawn aerated, so I didn't need to do that today. Um, I don't know if they mowed it or as well when they aerated. I don't know what happened, but I still woke up early, and I'm still sleepy. So we're going to uh, sleepily power wash. So we'll see how that goes. Uh, yeah. Okay, I think we have some recovery stuff to do here. Bonus jobs. We should probably just continue here, right? We have a bungalow, a dirt bike, playground. Let's do the dirt bike real quick just to warm up here. Okay. Right? I don't know. What was that sound? Oh, gosh. It scares me every time. I hate that sound. Oh, is it like the star rating going up? Okay. Sure. Ah, okay. Cool. Okay. Oh, why is tire spelled with a Y? I don't like that. Dirt, where are you? Ah, brake discs. Okay. Engine. Fairings. Let's see here. Oops, not caps lock. Okay, so this a fairing right here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. I really like the time lapses. They're pretty nice. Um, all right, let's do the bungalow next. Hey Doc, I know I mentioned my folks. Well, it's well, I think it's time the bungalow met your pressure washer. It's so filthy it's hard to tell where the ground ends and the house begins. When I mentioned you to Ma, her eyes lit up. Pops moaned and said the browner the porch, the warmer the torch, which clearly means nothing. So he's overruled. If you can give the place a good cleanup, I'm sure it'd give them both a lift. Thanks again, Cal. Or thanks again, Cal. Our name's not Cal. His name is Cal. Alright, so was it just the outside of the house here? On the roof? This house is filthy. What the heck? Holy smokes. Okay. Oh, you can sprint. Alright, we'll start at the driveway. I'm so glad you're here. Calvin's such a good boy. He's a volcanologist, you know. Cool. Somebody that studies volcanoes. Ah, this is part of the driveway. Okay. They're right here, too. Okay. Whee! This game is very addicting. It's or I don't know if it's addicting, but it's one of those games where you just get lost in it. There was a span of like maybe a couple months or a few weeks where me and two buddies would play Sea of Thieves or maybe Apex or whatever, and we would be up to like 3 in the morning. There was one night, it was like midnight or 11, It's like, we should go to sleep. I need to go to bed. I'm tired. Then we ended up fishing in Sea of Thieves for like 3 more hours. Like, where'd the time go? How did this happen? It was fun though. Scares me every time. There we go. Okay. There's the door frame. Welcome back from the ads. Ooh. Yeah, this game is one you get lost in. After me and Sucrose, after we finished watching the Night Mind video about Shipwreck 64, we decided to play Power Wash Simulator for a bit. And I helped her finish the carousel. Then we washed a mine thing, like a drill, and then we started on like this church or a temple or whatever. Till like midnight my time. It was like 2 a.m. for her. There's the dirt left on it. Oh, okay. Hmm. Is the downspout part of the gutters? Are they considering this the same thing? That would make. I guess that makes sense. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, that brick's done. Like, how do you let your house get this dirty? How do you let it get this bad? And the dad didn't even seem to care. Like, you want your house? Like, look at the neighborhood. It's like squeaky clean. There's a cat on the roof. Oh, and a soccer ball. Uh, yeah, I don't know. How do you let it get this bad? How do you let it get this bad? So, where are we? So, they used Y to spell tire. And there's an active volcano. Just over there. Where are we? Is this a made-up place? There we go. Pretty clean. Got most of it. Get the soccer ball. Get over here. Get out of the way. You're in the way, footstool. Can we put the ladder up somewhere? Just put it right there. Just for now. Just for now. Can't even tell there's dirt there. Sheesh. Like, how do you even get mud? Like, how? How? There we go. There's the wall done. There we go. Oh, it looks much better. That's only 18%. We're only 18% done, though. We've got a ways to go. Post is done. Alright. Okay, another question. How's this garage door work? Because I've only ever seen the ones that fold up, kind of like I don't know. They're segmented, right? And then a chain pulls it up and up over the right. How's this one work? You pull this and it flips up like a hinge. It gets hinged and then you can push it in. Is that how that works? I've never seen one like that before. Okay. Wee-hoo! Okay. Go. That's done. It made me jump. I don't like that sound. Right? Let's get the big chunks and then we'll go back through and get the little bits. Oh, never mind. Oh, excuse me, sorry. It's also just very satisfying. You watch the dirt disappear. Okay. I wonder if Kami picked this game up yet. I don't know if it's on, if it's been on sale lately though. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see. Can we buy anything? We have $698. Medium duty, heavy duty. We can get the medium. No, we can't afford the medium duty one. Okay. Like, should we save up for that then? Research study now available for all. Is skin? Yeah. Okay, it's a skin. We have the Christmas outfit. I don't know if I like any of those. Moving nozzles. Spinning 0-degree nozzle increases area of effect while maintaining maximum pressure. Prime Vista. Short extension. It's quite close to surfaces. That sounds not. Oh, we own those already. Okay. Can we not buy this because we have this? Okay. Soap nozzle. Use of cleaning liquids to rapidly cut through all dirt types. Alright, well, okay. Soapy. So, I didn't do lawn work today. I did clean the shower. I cleaned the shower. I don't know if I power washed the shower. I power rinsed the shower. I used the shower and to rinse the shower. But we have a mop thingy, like a Swiffer mop. I don't know I don't know what brand it is, but cleaned the shower today. It did wipe me out though. Ma keeps messaging me. They're getting really excited with how it's looking. Sounds like it's going great. That's good. Okay. That was part of the porch. Okay. Fair enough. There we go. Ah, I don't like that sound. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ugh. Stone. Wall. Nice. Okay. Sweet. Hi, Ninetale. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? You doing okay? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's Friday. Right? It's Friday. Okay, brain is against you. Oh. I'm so here. Dear, I'll be able to relax. We're just power washing today. So if there's spans of silence, let me know if the volume needs adjusting too. If it's too quiet or too loud. Pretty please. If there's bouts of silence because I'm focused. Okay, almost. There we go. There we go. Hi DJ. Heading to bed. Thank you, DJ, for stopping by. Thank you, sweetheart. Mwah, don't forget to brush your teeth. Hey, the porch is done. Okay, that's done. Yeah, let me know if the volume's okay. There's no music or anything. Woo. Does this game have music? I don't. Probably not. I know Truck Sim has a radio thing. Sweet. Thank you for stopping by, DJ. Thank you, thank you. Roof under here then. Ah. Whee! It's pretty windy today. We didn't get any rain though. My windows are too dirty. I can't tell if it's overcast or what outside right now, but we didn't get rain today. We might have gotten a little. Okay. Under the roof here should be good now. Okay. Ah, I don't like that sound. Oh my goodness. There we go. Window frame's not done though. Ah. There we go. There we go. Sweet. I'm guessing the downspout is considered part of the gutter. It's not a separate thing. Guessing. Open. Remember that, please. Alright. Last side of the house. We put extension on. There we go. Boom! Little window. Windows are filthy. There's a window frame. Okay, and it's done. All done. Window. Oh, okay, apparently even Pops is out of his rocking chair now and having a look. Oh, okay. Cool. We're 60% done. I still don't understand how you let your house get this dirty. Like, come on, dude. And it's just their house. The rest of the neighborhood is squeaky clean. I can go out this far. I'll probably for screenshots and stuff. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh golly gee. Alright. There we go. Okay. Right. Ah, of course. There we go. Alright, roof time. Let me drink some water. Man, can you imagine you're working all day in the sun in this latex rubber outfit for a good reason? You'd have to peel that off yourself. Oh my goodness, it'd be so gross. Roof. Where do we start with the roof? I guess we'll start with the porch. Excuse me. Right. Right. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ah! Alright, that gutter's done, so it's not all one big gutter. Cool. Let's cut that off right there. And we'll do this section of roof. That bird poop. That's pretty gross. So we'll just do this next. Alright, that's the last wall done. Gutter's done. So star rating going up. Okay. Oh, found out last night that the Overlord movie, the Holy Kingdom arc, which that's what it's called, uh, has a release date in over here, in November. So, um, which makes sense because if they dub it and all that stuff, if they dub it, I think the Overlord dub, in my humble opinion, is one of the best anime dubs out there. So we'll get the chimney. Hi, Bread. Mwah. How are you, dear? Good to see ya. Thank you for the smooth pudding. Thank you, bread. Did you eat something yummy today, bread? Have something yummy? Perhaps. There we go. You heard me? What's that mean? Don't lick me, bread. What's that emote? I can't tell on my phone. Oh, okay. Gotcha. There's like sipping on a wine bottle or something. Nope, that is his hand. I could not tell on my phone. It's too small. Too small. It's Everett's. I understand, Brett. I understand. I understand. Okay. Last roof. Chunk. Last chunk of roof. It's a lot of bird poop. But how are you, Brett? Doing alright? Oh, my finger's getting tired. Yeah, so the soap I used to clean a shower with, I guess the Mr. Clean, and it's scented with like the Unstoppables stuff, which is like a laundry detergent brand or something. It must be owned by the same parent company. So the bathroom smells like fresh laundry, which I prefer over lemon. Because it's my other option for Mr. Clean smells was lemon. And lemon smells fine. It's a smell of cleanliness. But I like a nice fresh laundry smell. It's a good smell. We should save the gutter for last. Whoop. Oh, Brett, I don't know if you were here last night. we pulled the Altar Stardust Dragon in Master Duel. We even got it in Hollow. Yes. I guess we're not done with the posts. Okay. We have posts. Not this post. This post is still 30. There we go. It's one of them. That post is done. This one's 30. There we go. Porch fences. Which porch fence is it? Oh, this one. Oh, wow. I missed a lot of that one. Holy moly. Why did that have to scare me? Why? Why? I hate it. I hate it. Oh. All done. Oh, we don't get to see the backyard. All right. We just have the playground. Park Warden, Muckingham Recreation Ground. Dirt Finder. I've got a frankly ridiculous situation on my hands. You see, some of the local children have been coming down with a curious and unsightly form of dermatitis, and a few fretful folk have been putting it down to the condition of the recreational facilities. It's all nonsense, of course, but if we could just humor them and give the holding a thorough hose down, I would be most grateful. Alright, this might take us to the end of the stream, I don't know. There's a lot here, holy smokes. Yeah, this is probably going to take us to the end of the stream here. Alright, let's start with this bench. Garbage can too? Alright. You're all clean. That's the fanciest garbage can I've ever seen. Holy smokes. Oh, it's red. It really was dirty. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry about that. Hey, Lilith. We're just cleaning. And not much. I was supposed to do lawn work for my grandma today, but she had her lawn aerated. Known to me, it's pretty good. Yeah. I hate that sound though. It's made me jump more than a handful of times here. um, but yeah, she had her. My grandma had her lawn aerated today. So I didn't do mow today. So I cleaned the shower instead. I basically played this game in real life, except with a mop and a bucket in the shower head. The shower looks much better. Much better. But how are you, Lilith? I hope you're doing alright. There we go. Excited to finish? Yeah. No, it took me like an hour, maybe, I don't know. But it looks much better. I threw away a whole bunch of empty bottles. You're good just sewing? Me too. Me too. I'd much rather sew than clean. It needed to be done though. It needed to be done. And none of my siblings are gonna you wouldn't catch them cleaning the tub. It's weird seeing a playground that's not just full of wood chips. And instead it has a floor instead of wood chips or sand. Oh yeah. I should probably do that too. Um just sitting there waiting for you to clean it. Yeah. My dad got me so my room is like right next to the laundry room and the ceiling's unfinished in this part of the basement. My room my side of the basement from my house down to the other end of the basement. That side of the ceiling is not done, so it's just the support struts. It's just cobwebs. But my dad got me a air filter thing, and because my PC, when I built my new desk, my dad helped me set up my PC again. Uh, and he got me a air filter. It's a Levelit thing. Um, because because my room's right next to the laundry room, I get a lot of dust from the dryer. A lot of lint from the dryer. Like my dust smells like laundry or dryer sheets. So um, my room would get really dusty. And this air filter helped a lot. But I waited too long in replacing the filter, so I probably need to myself. Dust my room myself. Over the ad break. It's already been an hour. Holy smokes. It's crazy. Ah, there it is. There you are, dirt. Where's the Power Wash Isekai anime? Where's that at, huh? Where is that at? Alright, that's a line here. Alright, just dividing it up. We'll do this, the roundabout. Actually, I don't, what are these called? They're not called roundabouts here. There may be one, you never know, right? I saved another world with my OP power washing skills. That's just Super Mario Sunshine, right? That's just Super Mario Sunshine. Well, this doesn't go to another world, but he goes to go on vacation, right? That's the premise, the setup, is that he and Princess Peach are going on vacation. Or something. Anthropomorphic vending machines. It's not an anthropomorphic vending machine. It's just a vending machine. It's just a vending machine. And then when the vending machine character is like talking to himself, like eyes show up on like the glass. But it's literally just a vending machine. And it's not terrible. It's not awful. It's fairly decent. Oh, you're not talking about that one? There's a different one? I haven't heard about that one then. Go. You have to find out. You piqued your own curiosity. Fair enough. Fair enough. So do the Stegosaurus first, and then the floor. Did we do that? I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll do that. Alright. That's bright. The lighting, oh my goodness. There we go, that's better. That's better. Alright, I said I was going to do that first. I guess we're doing this one first. Guess we're doing this one first. Okay. Let's go down to stubby gun. Can't find it, but you remember it so clearly. Did you watch one rom-com isekai where two guys get reincarnated and one ends up being a girl? Yeah, I never finished that one. I never finished that one. It's because the guy that doesn't get turned into a girl has like a crush on the guy that gets turned into a girl. And then something happens in the first episode or whatever where he chokes on something or something. I don't remember exactly what happens, but then the guy's just like, I'll save him. I don't remember what happens. Like they get cursed. Is it a curse or is this supposed to be a blessing? I don't remember. I never finished it though. Is it worth going back to, Lilith, would you say? Yeah, it's in my list too somewhere. Because of secondhand embarrassment? Yeah, I get it with that one. Yeah. Oh. Excuse me. Stick to slice of life since you don't need to be invest as much, right? Yeah. I do like romance anime. Sometimes it's exhausting though. Like I don't like dramatic ones because then I'm like, oh, great. If it is a dramatic one and it's airing, I just wait for it to finish airing so I can binge it. So I don't have to wait a week or whatever. Or be like, oh, come on. And when the credits start rolling at the end of an episode, I can just watch it. Um, but there's a lot of romance stuff this season. Or a handful. And it feels like there's quite a bit. Some of them are definitely better than others. This season for sure. We also got uh um Apothecary Diaries. I hear really good things about that one. More murder? Oh. Okay. It's like, oh man, I made a mistake that could be solved with a text message or a phone call. Or I could just say sorry. I don't like when they do that. I'm really enjoying Pseudo Harem right now. It's airing right now. I like that one. I thought it was over, like episode 7. I thought it was done airing it after episode 7. After I finished episode 7, I was like, oh, they're all done. Okay, interesting. And then yesterday, or a couple of days ago, episode 8 released, and I was like, oh, they're not done. It's on the to watch list. Yeah, it's one that I can see it being like a before bedtime thing, because it's very slow. Um, it's one of those. It's not super energetic or anything. It's very slow. It's slice of life. It's when you watch before bed to wind down or whatever. It's very slow. I keep repeating myself, but and then we have like Austin, trained by the world's strongest party, becomes invincible, which it's okay. It's not terrible, but like the funny thing is, the High Dive got this season. They got they're airing I Parry Everything, which is basically okay by modern isekai standards. Yeah, like the action isn't terrible. They got like the Dragon Ball, the guy that sung the Dragon Ball song, one of the Dragon Ball openings to do it. He's like 70 years old or something. He's old. Um, but I Parry Everything on High Dive is basically the same thing. But the main joke in Osen's first arc is that he doesn't know he's OP. And that's the same thing in I Parry Everything, except in I Parry Everything, the OC literally like raised himself in the woods after his parents died, so he knows nothing. He think, um, and there's like super powered goblins, and he just thinks that's how big goblins are. So he's like, "Oh, don't worry, it's just a goblin." So the joke works because he's just an idiot. Um, anyway, I Parry Everything is it's just awesome. Trained by however you say it, but way better. But it is on High Dive. It's not on Crunchy. I don't know if it's anywhere else. Yeah. And also, I Parry Everything's art is just really good. Like, it looks really good. I don't even know if it uses uh, CGI at all. It just looks really nice. Clean your tummy. Clean your tummy. You only see the bad CGI, right? And like I get it, like using it for like background characters or students in an entrance ceremony or whatever, right? In like a slice of life show, I get stuff like that. It saves time. You don't gotta overwork people. Yeah. Well, we're almost done with you, Stego Slide. Ah! I hate that sound. Oh, I hate that sound so much. Horses are obvious because, right, and horses are big. Horses are large. And you don't see them for very long. Yeah. Yeah, the one airing this season, uh, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a revenge isekai story thing, and it's like super duper edgy on purpose. Um, and the villains are like the I think Mother's Basement said uh the villains in this anime make Sword Art Online's villains seem deep and complex in comparison. Like uh but like it uses CGI. And for the monster designs in the show, at least the ones like in the first few episodes that we've seen, um, are really interesting. They don't look terrible. Um, but because our protagonist is super OP, we don't get to see them like move very much, and they're in like a dark dungeon. Um, but it has interesting monster designs, but it uses the 3D models of the protagonist a lot, and it's kind of awkward a lot of the time. But yeah, I don't know. Like a region or a region story. So they get like his class is like it's like overtly edgy and over the top. Like the bullies, like yeah, they make that does a really good job at making you hate everyone. um, because they're just overtly disgusting people. Um, but his class is on a bus, and it gets isekai by this goddess. Um, and she's like, "All right, everybody, you're gonna be heroes, and you're gonna fight the demon lord for us." or we're gonna kill you if you don't do it. Or she's like, I'll kill you if you don't do it. And they all touch the magic orb and get their skills and praise and stuff. And protagonist is like E-Rank, and apparently the goddess is like super evil. And she's like, well, you're the weakest, so we're gonna send you to the garbage disposal dungeon. Um, that's literally what it is, because she sends people there she doesn't like and they die. Because the monsters there are really strong. And no one's ever escaped the dungeon. But she says if you do escape, then she'll leave you alone. Um, so she sends Protag there. And then before he gets sent there, everybody's like, hey, just hurry up, and like all of his classmates. Except for like the one lady, the one girl that like likes him or stands up for him. It's like, hey, don't do that. And then the goddess punches her in the gut. And then the one guy, the protagonist, stood up for it, like helped when he got bullied. It's like, hey guy, I'm better than you now, and I'm gonna kick your butt, or I hate you now. So like the whole class takes turns, like just saying, hey, hurry up and die, you're really bringing down the mood, dude. So everyone is just overtly evil and despicable. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. It's on Crunchyroll. It had an new episode a few days ago. Oh, there's an episode of Slime. Failure Frame. It became the strongest and annihilated everything with low level spells. He has paralysis, poison, and sleep. And apparently they're garbage skills. So he gets sent to the death dungeon. Yeah, Failure Frame. It's on Crunchyroll. It's like that first season of Shield Hero, but on steroids. Kinda. It has some good things about it, like the monster designs and everything. I watch it just because I guess it's a guilty pleasure, because it's just so over the top. It's entertaining because it's so over the top. Edginess. Did you hear that the mayor's cat Ulysses is missing? It was on the roof. The whole town is on the lookout for him for the festival. We won't have spring till he's put that hat on. How many times has mayor been elected? To be honest, if I had to wear that hat, I'd go missing. So you probably like it, yeah. I really liked the first season of Shield Hero. I haven't. I think I watched when I watched it. The first two seasons were out, and I binged all of Shield Hero at that time in like 2020, in like 3 days. So I did like it. I haven't watched any of the newest season. I haven't heard good things about it. The newest season, anyway. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. It's done. I like that it breaks it up into little patches that you can do for the floor. It's very nice because I've done that anyway. Very convenient. I think shoot her because of the hair-like direction it's going. Yeah. Like, I enjoyed Shield Hero, but I don't think I'm ever gonna go back and rewatch it. Excuse me. Yeah. I did watch the anime reincarnates the villainess, and she's got to avoid the ending where she dies, so she just becomes a really good person, and then everybody wants to marry her. That one was really good. All the girls, yeah. I mean, I think 100 Girlfriends that really, really, really love you did it best. Like, I think that's peak still. It probably will be for a while. Where the MC is just a good person. And the girls are tropey, but they're not just their trope. For the most part. I think it aired, what, is that 2 seasons ago now? Next life is villains. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I like that one. I heard good things about it. I was like, alright, I'll give it a shot. I was looking for something to watch. It did not disappoint. Yeah, it's really good. In your top 10? I'd have to sit down and think about my top 10. I could give you, like, my top 5, maybe? Of isekais? Yes, okay. Yeah, definitely in isekais, it's top 10. For sure. For sure. Like, there's probably isekai I watched in, like, 2020 or, like, 2021 that I don't even remember. So, yeah, it's definitely in my top 10. But my favorite anime, my favorite anime, number one, that's not, this is a generic list, it's not just isekai, as, well, I guess Angel Beats is an isekai? Is Angel Beats an isekai now? Does it fit the criteria for an isekai? I guess? But I really like Angel Beats. Angel Beats is my favorite. It made me bawl. It didn't make me cry every episode like Violet Evergarden did. Inuyasha is? Okay. Yeah, I guess it is an isekai. Like, I don't know. I can't see how it would not be. I like things that make me cry. Is that weird? Is that weird? I don't know if that's weird. Angel Beats made me cry a lot, and I just really liked it. The ending. The only anime figure I have is one of Angel. She's sitting on the ground with her wings behind her. That's the only anime figure I own. Is of Angel. Number 2. Oh my goodness. Number 2 is probably Bunny Girl Senpai. The ending was sweet, yeah. Um, and like when it reveals that he's there because he doesn't remember, it's like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Um, but my number 2, um, anything below Angel Beats fluctuates a lot. Um, but I really like Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I really like it. It made me cry a lot too. um, it was like one of the first ones I watched when I was getting into anime in 2020. Um, like I'd never experienced anything like it at the time. So it's special. It is special to me. Um, and then 3, 3 is probably Overlord. I heckin' love Overlord a lot. I really like the world building in Overlord. This was also one of the first ones I watched, and I was like, "Holy smokes, this is so cool!" Um, 4, get into it. That's understandable for sure. Um, 4, 4. Hmm. Probably Violet Evergarden. I did I did watch So I'm a Spider because my sister really likes it. My sister's a bigger weeb than I am. Um, um, Number 3 is probably Violet Evergarden, and 5. Off the top of my head, 5 is probably um, Vivi, Fluorite Eyes song. That one made me cry too. If it makes me cry, I probably like it. I watched Violet Evergarden through with my partner, and I had to take to ask for a break because every episode made me cry. Every single episode made me cry. I also really like. I haven't finished it or caught up, but I really liked. From what I've seen of it, I've really enjoyed Ancient Magus's Bride. Its vibe takes me back to watching like Cubo on when we didn't have cable or like Netflix or anything. The only kids shows that were airing after school after like 3:30 because PBS Kids was over, stopped airing at like 3:30, 4:30. The only thing to watch as a kid on TV was Cubo, and Cubo had at the time when I was watching it, Kubo had like 1, 2, 3 penguins, uh, Babar, and Rupert, and Ancient Magus's Bride really reminds me of finish at that time because it's after school, like 3:30, 4:30. That's when adults are getting home from school or home from work. So PBS Kids would transition to the PBS block with like the news and Nova, PBS documentaries, that kind of thing. But Cubo aired all day. It was on pretty much all day. Brett, you're a very good Brett. Thank you for being here. But yeah, Ancient Magus's Bride's vibe just like really reminds me of like Babar and Rupert. Probably because they take place in England. That's probably why. Separate channels for kids stuff? Yeah. Well, because we didn't have cable, so we had whatever was free. So PBS Kids Public Broadcasting Service started airing at like 6:30. It went to maybe 3. No, it was probably like maybe 5. Might have been like 5:30. Because when I was in elementary, we got out of school at 3:25. Ah, yeah. I don't know why they ended the block at that time. After 7 p.m. Ah, no, we didn't have anime on public broadcasting services. Nope. Closest you would get is like Pokemon on WB4 Kids or like Dragon Ball. Can't climb it. But maybe I could climb that. I have this stool. I do. I have Del Toro books. That sounds familiar. I think I have Del Toro books. I don't think I really ever read them. But I think it's Del Toro. Del Toro Quest, yeah. I was born in 2000. I think WB4 Kids had Pokemon? Maybe? They had Dinosaur King. And Cubix. I know they aired Dragon Ball episodes. There were reruns. 3 series. I have the Ultra Quest books. I didn't know it was a show. I have them because my great aunt and uncle collected the Animorph books. Um, and my dad helped them clean their house once. And they gave him a big box that had all their Animorph books in it. And in that box, was some Deltora Quest. I don't think I ever read them. I might have read one of them. I don't remember anything that happens in there. Kumi! Hi, Artie. Thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. We're talking about public broadcasting shows. The second and third series aren't well known, so I wouldn't be surprised if you know. I didn't know it had a cartoon. I didn't know. I was like, what is this? Why did I get these with my Animorph books? Um Thank you for waking me up, Kami. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're talking about anime. Um why were we talking about I was talking about PBS Kids. I was a PBS Kids kid because we didn't have cable uh, for most of my time in elementary. Um, and when I was little, Cubo was like a Saturday only thing, and then it became an everyday thing. PB&J Otter. Uh, I was born in 2000. I don't recall that. I remember Franklin. Excuse me. Oh, it's Disney? Yeah, I was on the Disney Channel. I was on PBS Kids. It looks cute though. Yeah, Franklin, uh, Little Bear. Little Bear was Noggin. When we lived, like, 'cause we used to live with my grandparents when I was really little, before my sister was born. So it was just me and my brother, and they had Noggin. So I love Ubi, Franklin, or Little Bear. I get confused. Ruby and Max. Oh, I love Ruby and Max. Or I did. I haven't watched it in a while. um, yeah. Then PBS Kids. When I was growing up, it was Arthur. Um, they probably still air Curious George reruns. Probably. I don't know what's on PBS Kids anymore. These days, I think that there's a YouTube channel now. Mr. Rogers, Between the Lions, Sesame Street. I loved Between the Lions. Reading Rainbow. Um, there's disc sets of Mr. Rogers on Amazon. I want to get them. I want to get them. Um, and then like at like my last few years of elementary, there was the Cat in the Hat knows a lot about that. Dinosaur Train. Those two. I remember those two. Um, yeah. But PBS Kids. Yeah. PBS Kids didn't air all day. Where I live. Um, the block would end like 5:36, so like 2 hours, an hour or so after I got home from school. Because I'd get home from elementary school would let out at 3:25. Have any shows that felt like a fever dream? There's the kid with the bucket of dinosaurs. I vividly remember that. Vividly, um, Oswald. Oswald. Probably watched Oswald a lot. Um, and frickin' Macy Mouse. Um, Macy Mouse. Uh, yeah, that show. Um, yeah, Oswald is definitely one of them. uh, yeah, and um, Little Bill. That probably didn't age very well. But I watched Little Bill. Um, I love Dragon Tales. I love Dragon Tales so much. I have like fond memories of Caillou. My favorite parts of Caillou were the puppet segments. No surprise there, but yeah, I don't know if Macy and Oswald were on Noggin or what. There's the Magic School Bus. I remember when I was in preschool, I would wake up, get ready, and then I would watch an episode of Magic School Bus, and then Barney and Friends would an episode of Barney and Friends would air, and then I'd have to go to preschool. It's terrified me. The episode where Arnold takes his helmet off in space legitimately like scared me. I did not like that episode. We think we watched that one in school. Um, but I've only ever seen Bill Nye at school. Yeah, and he dies. I freaking love Zaboomafoo. Zaboomafoo is my favoriteest thing ever. I love Zaboomafoo so much. The Crab Brothers and Steve Irwin were like my heroes when I was little. Blue was my favorite color because of the Crab Brothers. Um, and for a while, me and my brother would pretend to be the Crab Brothers. So my favorite color was blue, and his was green for a while. And then my brother changed his favorite color to orange one day, and I was like legitimately like sad because it's like, but, but, but. And then they did the Krat Brothers, the Wild Krats on PBS Kids when I was a bit older, like maybe third grade, maybe later than that. Um, dude, I watched the episode of Defunct TV on Zubumafu, and it made me cry in the shower. I had like an episode of like sadness. I don't know. I was just like, I'm old now. I'm so old now. And Sagwa, yeah. And Sagwa. Saga is really cute. Yeah, I freaking love Zabumafu. When I was watching the Wildcrats, if you don't know what Wildcrats was a cartoon with the Krat brothers in it. It was, and they would save animals from villains that wanted to like use them and make evil robots out of them or something. Maybe, and they had suits that they would like turn the suits would turn into the animal or whatever, or give them the power of that animal. Um, and there was an episode with about sperm whales or something. I'm pretty sure it was sperm whales, and the suit literally turned into a submarine. That was really cool. But my whole time watching the Wildcrats, I was like, when is the Zaboomafoo? It's like episode. When is Zaboomafoo? Where's Zaboomafoo? And it never happened. Maybe it did. It never happened. Cause I know them from Zaboomafoo. Um, I forget. I love Zaboomafoo so much. I have. It makes me sad. But I have a few CD-ROMs with Zaboomafoo games on them. You get some later. Okay, no worries, Artie. But I have a few, like one or two. I don't. I think I lost one, but I have a disc, a CD-ROM with Zaboomafoo games. I was gonna play it for like uh, a celebration stream, a milestone celebration stream, and I downloaded it from a disc, installed it, I burned it. I used CD burner to uh, just copy it onto my PC to run it better. Could not run it at all. It would open, and I could hear sound, but the screen would just be black. It would blink. But if I like went used moused over it on the taskbar, like it would see the little picture, a window preview thing, and you could see it. But when you opened it, you couldn't see anything. Um, it really bummed me out. I think my PC's just too new, or I don't know what. I don't know why it wouldn't run, but it wouldn't, and I got real sad. Sorry if I was yelling there. I got really excited. Um, but you don't know what Dragon Tales is, Lilith? You have the book where they went to someone's body? Yeah, it was Ralphie. I think it was Ralphie. That episode is weird. It's nice hearing me excited. Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, I love Zaboomafoo so much. I'm feeling tigerish. I love the. He sings a song. Zaboomafoo sings a song at the end of every episode about the animal in the episode. He's a lemur. He's a lemur. So they had Zaboomafoo the animal, and then he would eat a snack at the beginning of the episode, and then he would become the puppet, and he could talk. Um, Zaboomafoo the animal passed away. Oh, I don't remember. 2012. It was a while ago. Um, but he has grandchildren now, and maybe great grandchildren. Um, there's a meme because there's that World War II movie with the scene with uh World War II bad guy in the little meeting room with looking at the map, and they have to tell him bad news, and someone dubbed it or subbed it with him being told that Zaboomafoo passed away. It's so good. It's so good. I think there's a Zabumafu, so a happy ending for him. Yeah, I mean he still passed away. Um, the lemur did. I don't know if his name was. I think his name was Damien or something. His name wasn't Zabumafu. Um, but he passed away. But he has grandchildren, and probably great grandchildren now, maybe great great grandchildren. Um, yeah, still sad. I don't think lemurs. I don't think his species lives too long. Maybe they do. But yeah, like that theme song. Oh, that's the ending song. Next we're stopping by. We're glad you came. My goodness, it's giving me goosebumps. Yeah, there was a real lemur that they had in the show. And at the beginning of the episode, the Crab Brothers would go to the set, and then they would call for Zabumafu. They go Zabu, and then you would they would play a scene, the same scene every episode of the lemur like looking up and going go, and then he leaps to the place, jumps through the window, and sits on a podium, and then they give him a kumquat or whatever, like a grape, some sort of fruit, and he eats it, and then he gets all excited and he spins, um, and then he goes, he burps and he goes, "Excuse me," and then he jumps off screen, and then now he's the puppet and can talk. Um, he goes, "Excuse me, Zabumafu," and then he jumps off the podium. Yeah, because the photo makes it look like a puppet. Yeah, and that's a pretty good looking puppet. Like that puppet been through a lot. Remember the episode when he swam in the kiddie pool? Oh my goodness. I'm feeling lemurish. We're glad you came. Thanks for stopping by. You can still watch it, RD. It's out there. I don't know what it's on. Might be on YouTube. Because I think PBS has a YouTube channel now. Um, might be able to find disc sets out there. I think it was on Hulu. I think it was on Hulu. About lifespans, is it like 12 years? 8 years? About 16? Okay. He's not a ringtail though. Yeah, that's still a pretty long time. Yeah. Well, he has grandkids. And welcome back, Artie. But he passed away a while ago. It's not a recent thing. It might have been long enough that he has grandchildren. I don't know if he has grandchildren. I know he has children. His name wasn't Zabumafu. I can't remember what. I think it was Damien or something. Mangatsika. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I can't remember what Zabumafu means. It's like a silky Zafarka. Yeah. Yeah, the face does look similar to a ringtail. I know there's a Zabumafu game for the Game Boy Color. Um, and then there's some CD-ROM games with like they're like mini game collection kind of deals. Um, I have one of them. I had two. I have the purple disc and a red disc, or it might have been purple and blue. I don't know where the blue one is. Um, I tried to get the purple one to run on my machine, but it just would not. My dad helped me. We even like burned it off the disc with CD burner or whatever it's called, and it's just nothing would work. I probably need to get like a Windows XP emulator. It started about 2 hours. But thank you for the raid, Kumi. Sorry, I got so distracted. Thank you for the raid, Kumi. Thank you. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for the raid, or if you can hear me. There's an ad break right now. Oh my gosh. But thank you for the raid, Kumi. Happy stream anniversary. Sorry, Kumi. I got so distracted. You're not getting any? Yeah. Ads on Twitch are really weird. They've been pretty inconsistent for a lot of people. Count yourself lucky. I don't know if I still get ad revenue. I don't know. It's not. I don't get a lot from ad revenue. I don't think. Let me. Why can't I? Move. Okay. My ad revenue is probably like 50 cents. I don't know. Welcome back from the ads. Um, Again, I'm sorry, Kubi. I got distracted by already talking about. Where's my cursor? There it is. I got distracted by already talking about Zabufu. Sorry. Um. I'll have to wait 36 minutes before giving you another shout out. Thank you for the raid, Kumi. Thank you so much. Hello, Raiders. If you don't, it's very late at doing this, but if you don't know me, Raiders, I'm Ketchup the Bear, your local Teddy Ray streamer. I do ASMR streams every Wednesday and Sunday, and the rest of the week I play games. Hi, Elon. Thank you for being here. Thank you. We're playing Power Wash Sim today. I don't know how much longer we'll be going. Um, Probably won't finish the park today. I don't know. We'll see. But tomorrow we're playing Stardew Valley. I'll play just about any game. But I really enjoy creature collector games. I really love them. We're playing Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I am having a blast with Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I love it so much. It's so fun. Um, uh, and next week on the 30th and the 31st, I am doing a 12-hour stream on both of those days to celebrate my 2-year stream anniversary and hitting 600 followers. Um, we're doing it at the end of this month. Because I don't have an official date. I don't have the actual date. Earliest thing I have date I have is I uploaded a VOD to YouTube like August 30th. Um, so it could have been any time in August. Um, I don't know. I don't have a date. So we're just calling it the end of August is a safe bet. Thank you for being here, Elon. I hope you're doing all right, dear. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing all right. We're talking about Zaboomafoo. I'm getting too excited. I'm too tired to get this excited. This is a problem. I don't. Why can't I walk on the roof? It's weird. Excuse me. Sorry. Thank you, Lilith. Thank you. Oh, I could do this. I can do this. Maybe it's been long enough. There we go. Please go follow Lilith. Lilith is a big old sweetheart. Please, 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 please help Lilith get to affiliate. That would make my day. Please give Lilith lots of love. She's really sweet. Lilith is working on a Dratini Harpini plush. Or Hoppip. A Hoppip plush. Lilith has posted update pictures of that on Twitter. Lilith is doing it by hand. I've made puppets by hand, but Lilith is freaking amazing. Lilith is awesome. It's so cool. Because I mean, it's been so long now. Those Infinite Fusion streams. That was so long ago now. No, blush more. Blush more. But seriously, if you haven't seen those update pictures, it's amazing. She's sewing it by hand. It blows my mind. Like I've sewn the puppets I've made. I sewed those by hand, and that took me like 2 days, just for that. And she's doing all this, and she's making a plushie. But the puppets I've made, just a sleeve. Yeah, it's crazy. You're embroidering the mouth now? Nice. I'm very excited to see what it looks like when it's all done. You're taking Hoppip and the Dratini pattern, right? And just combining them both? Something like that? No, I'd take all the time you need. I can't walk on this roof. Eh. I've been thinking I want to try doing a Infinite Fusion Soul Link Nuzlocke, but I have to update the game. Because we haven't played it in a long time. Gosh. There we go. Yeah, why? Oh, that's clean. There we go. Oh, I think we have enough for this one. The Urban X U2. I don't know how we equip it. We have to buy the extensions for it. Okay. Oh, that's why we couldn't buy them. How do we equip it? Fill with sizing? Yeah. Check out right? Yeah. I haven't been in any hurry. How do we? Oh, E? There we go. Holy moly. Howdy, Dirt Finder. Put everything on hold. My golf buggy is soiled like you wouldn't believe. Should I go do that then? Is that... Doc, gave your details to a colleague who needs a hand with her new place in the suburbs. It's the old Aft place, so I hope you don't get spooked easily. But seriously, if you haven't seen it, please go look Lilith's Twitter. It's so cool. It looks so soft. It looks so soft. Do we have extensions for this? We do. There's one extension. Alright, let's clean in here. You don't have to make it for me. But I appreciate it, love. You're very sweet. And yes, you should have one for yourself. Oh, Artie, if you're still here, what did you get to eat? What food did you get? I'm getting hungry. Chicken and rice, nice. We had Little Caesars today. I forgot to look up a Stardust Dragon deck profile. I'm still so happy we built the alternate art Stardust Dragon last night in Master Duel. That was so exciting. I am so happy we got that thing. And in holographic. It's amazing. Or foil, I guess it's called in the game. I don't know if we have enough pieces to make a, like... The deck functions, but probably not the best it could. Okay. Oh. Okay. Spray that. Can I bring the stool up here? Oh, I can't. Sweet. It's still not high enough. Okay, maybe this will work? Yeah. Am I hitting it? I am. Maybe too far. I don't know. Here, dinner too. Make sure to check because you're grabbing the chicken by the hands. There's something really satisfying about eating with your hands. Just like eating something and you're just ripping it apart with your hands. I don't know. It's an enjoy because it's not every day that you get to do that, right? So it kind of makes. I haven't had KFC in a while, but um, you know, it's an excuse to get dirty. I don't know. You don't like it, Chang? Hey, Chang. It's off your plate. It's the ceiling fan, and it's back on your head. Oh my goodness. I think this is too far away. Excuse me. When eating with your hands, yeah. It's a lot of footprints. Okay. Everything in here seems clean. The beast you are. Little rat creature, man. Like the monkey you truly are, right? Return to monkey. But how are you, Ching? Oh, we're doing right there. We had Little Caesars for dinner. That's not part of the bet. Okay. Nice. It didn't make me jump that time. I really don't like that sound though. It makes me jump. Go in here and clean it. Plates like that? Yeah. It's not scary. Oh, there goes. Okay. Rope's clean. Yep. Alright. He left his dirty shadow. That's funny. Lilith, if you want to play this game with me sometime, let me know. I'd be happy to. Okay. I don't know if this Urban X thing is better. It feels like it is. It feels like it is. Let's finish this little floor circle. Does all-purpose cleaner make it like better here? Yeah. Maybe. I don't know if that made a difference. Oh. Bing. This is a little quiet one. Nice. Okay. You can't tell the difference? Yeah, I can't either. Was it in here? No. Where's the last bit of dirt for this circle? There it is. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had KFC in a while. Is it still good these days? I don't think it was ever my favorite place. I'm not a fan of their biscuits. I don't like biscuits. Like KFC biscuits. Because, you know, people in other places call cookies biscuits and all that stuff. So. But I don't like them. It's the texture. They're too dry. And they don't really taste that good to me. I know that's sacrilege to some people. But texture is important to me. Like, that's why I don't like asparagus or cauliflower. I can deal with broccoli now. When I was little, there's no way. No way. No way I was eating broccoli. I can deal with broccoli now. I can't do cauliflower. I can't. Wasn't done. Alright, I guess that was the last one. Okay. Okay. I feel like this has a bigger stream. Than the blue one. I'm glad I bought this. None of that, thanks? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I've had asparagus a handful of times. It's just never something I enjoyed. Like, we had it, like, oven roasted and, like, garlic and stuff, but it just, no. And, like, I don't even remember what Brussels sprouts taste like. I do not like Brussels sprouts. At least from what I recall. They're not, yeah, I haven't had them in a while. I think if someone made them, I'd eat them, but, like, I'm not gonna seek out Brussels sprouts. Hey Marius. My day's good. It's 10 p.m. I'm just cleaning. We might go for another half hour. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope we're doing alright dear. I'm doing okay. Um Fridays I usually go over to my grandma's and do lawn work for her. But I didn't need to today because she got her lawn aerated, so um didn't need to mow today. Um so instead I cleaned the shower in the bathtub and then took a shower. It's like the best shower of my life. I don't know. It's really satisfying taking a shower in it after I cleaned it. It was nice. But it wore me out. Yeah. And the soap I used, I mopped it. We have like this mop thing, scrubber thing, and a bucket. And we got some Mr. Clean from our grocery run today. And it's scented with Unstoppables, which is like a detergent, laundry detergent scent or brand or something. So the bathroom smells like fresh laundry. It's awesome. Way better than lemon scented cleaners. Lemon smells good, and it's a clean smell, right? But yeah. Oh, the roof. Okay. Where's the ladder? Over there. Alright. Let's do this bridge. But I hope you're doing okay, Marius. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Always good to see you, sweetheart. Took your cats for a mix to a soap and forces to use that one. Ew. Ew. What's the logic behind that? Scrubbing potential? There we go. I gotta. Yeah, there we go. This is a pretty cool playground, though. This playground is pretty cool. Just want to stop by. 11:15, which is in 2 minutes. Lucky me. Perfect timed out. Ah, you're an hour ahead of me. It's a bit past 10 p.m. here. But no worries, thank you for stopping by, dear. Please get some good sleep. Rest your eyes. Missed a bunch. Okay. Clean this side. I already did that side. Okay. 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 You made your redeem choice. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. My mouth's actually kind of dry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Good deed number 45 for today. Now time for you to find sleep, please. Go sleep, Marius. Go sleep. Okay. Clean the floor on exit. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh. Get something to eat. Okay, love. What's left, I think, is the roof. The roof. The roof. So, when I was little, or younger, we'd have scout camp. And they'd sing a song about a moose. And something like the moose, and then everybody else. So a leader would go the moose, and then they would echo it, right? And then they go swimming in the water. The moose, swimming in the water, eating his breakfast. Where does he go? A song about the moose. I don't remember all the lyrics. Something like it was about a moose. The moose, swimming in the water, eating his breakfast. Is this the extraordinary Dr. Power Wash? We got your details from Kel. We got a dirty old house needed some TLC. Aura Smith and Jenny Pebbles. Parkwood. I still wonder why they used this fancy paint shock absorbing rubber compound for the playground flooring. Good old fashioned Sarasot. Pie! Hey, Pie! I'm good. We're power washing. We're power washing. How are you, Pie? Hope you've been well. Hope you haven't had any internet troubles. Good to see you, Pie. There we go. Please go follow Pie. Pie's a big old sweetheart. Pie's awesome. Please, please, please. No internet trouble since the change? Nice. I'm glad you haven't had any troubles since the change. That was an interesting saga to follow on Twitter. But it's been a while, Pi. I hope you've been okay. Last time was... What was the last time? I feel like the last time was a Half-Life 2 stream. Oh no, it was 2 months ago. It was 2 months ago. Alright, we were talking about mead. Why were we talking about mead? I don't. What were we talking about? Mead? Mead? What game was that? 2 months ago on the 8th? What day of the week was that? Was it Mass Effect? I don't know. Oh, that. And you're fine? Nice. And no worries. No worries about being busy. Man, okay, we're almost done. Oh, I forgot we have the white outfit. My sleeve is white. What are we wearing? Is it just the blue outfit? Is like... Huh. It's $50. Where's my sleeve? Right, and this is per the glove. Could be per the glove. Alright. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, right. Clothing. There we go. Of changing your offer. You're now involved with AI for trying to grow as an entrepreneur. Nice. Nice. I hope that works out for you, Pine. That's exciting. Fridge floor isn't done. Where's the last bit of dirt? Oh. Oh, that's done. There we go. Nice. Hanafi, you lay down, rest your hand, relax with your belly full of food. Nice. Thank you. You continue being cute. Thank you for coming with the raid, RD. Thank you for chatting. I appreciate it. Thank you for chatting about Zubumafu with me. Having always a lot to do. I bet. Oh gosh, it's too bright. There we go. Nice. Did you eat something today, Pine? Oh, wait, you just woke up. It's like 3 a.m. for you, isn't it? Full week's vacation last week. Vacation at a music festival. That sounds nice. Oh. We done with the stools? I think so. Six a.m. Okay. It's almost 10:30 here. PM. All right. Oh. Okay. Your apartment gets hit with a clean too. Now, I was supposed to do lawn work today for my grandma, but she had her lawn aerated, so I couldn't do it today. Um, so instead, when I got home, but I cleaned the shower, and now the bathroom smells like fresh laundry. It's very satisfying. It took me like an hour, maybe. In the game, just hold the beam in your right. I mean, real pressure washers. It's probably a similar experience, but I didn't have a power washer. I used a mop and a bucket or a scrubber. I don't know. It wasn't really a mop. Or like a broom kind of thing, maybe. It had a sponge that you attach to it. And I filled the bucket with hot water, put some Mr. Clean in there, scrubbed it real good. Yeah. And the scent, I could have picked lemon or Unstoppables or whatever it's called, which is a laundry detergent kind of company. I'm guessing they're owned by the same parent company. Um, but yeah, I'm glad I picked that one over lemon. Lemon's a nice clean smell, of course, but there's something nice, very comforting about the smell of fresh laundry. You know, it's a cozy smell. Okay, so that's done. Like, I don't think I would mind doing this kind of job where you put on this rubber suit, go out and spray stuff. I don't think I'd mind that. But like getting home and like changing out of your clothes, you'd be like sticky and you'd have to like peel the suit off. I don't, because around here, uh, it's very hot outside. Um, it goes in the 80s today, Fahrenheit. It's very hot today, and for like the past 4 months, it's been very hot and like nothing but sun. And you're spraying like boiling water out of your pressure washer or something. I don't know if this water is hot, but that makes sense. Right? Ah, climbing wall. Nice. There's wood chunks. I feel like those would be better if those were like rubber, were coated in rubber, maybe? I don't know. Less splinters. I hate splinters. Clean inside. Okay. Sure. Whoops. It's the Windows key. Not the crouch button. There we go. Okay. But good morning, Pine. I hope you slept okay. Unless I already asked that, and in that case, I apologize for repeating myself. I wish I could wave my hands this fast in real life. That'd be cool. Alright. It's still dirty. Go. Sorry, I'm shaking my monitor when I move my mouse too fast. And if I'm like growing and shrinking a lot, that's why. Okay. Oh, just missed that. Okay. We're almost done. We still have a lot of the floor left, but that shouldn't take too long. We might as well just go till we're done, right? Right? It's too far. How'd this playground even get this filthy? Huh? How'd that happen? There we go. Just trying to get the outside clean. Oh, so I booted up my GameCube the other day. Because I have this, I think it's a tie-in game. It's like X-Men 2 Wolverine's Revenge or something. I didn't play it for very long because it's very scuffed. Because it's a tie-in game. But Wolverine is voiced by Mark Hamill in the game, which I was not expecting. That Mark Hamill has voiced Wolverine before. Um, that was a neat treat, a cool surprise. That was pretty cool. But like, it starts with like no warning. Like, starts with them like doing tests on him. It starts in like the Weapon X facility when he's got like the helmet strapped to his head and all these things sticking out of him. And there's like a scientist in like a viewing box or whatever going, he's just a mere animal now. He's more animal than man. And Wolverine goes, I'm not an animal. Not animal. I'm a man. Oh, and then he goes rogue and you start beating up bad guys. With like no build up whatsoever. And the combat, the camera sucks. I hate the camera. It's inverted. And it's... Oh my goodness. Alright, slide's done. Oh, okay. before this bridge isn't done. Where's the dirt? Where are you, dirt? Where did I leave the ladder? Oh, right here. Go. Ah. There we go. That's done. Okay. Okay. Ah. There we go. We'll come back from the ads. You didn't miss much. Just me talking to myself. See, that's nice. That's nice right there, yeah. But I clean the outside. I'd have to anyway, but this way it all gets done. I hate it because sometimes there's a shadow and you're like, oh, that's dirt. No, that's a shadow. Okay, that one made me flinch. I don't like that sound though. It's fine when I know it's coming. Somehow there's something reassuring. Oh, I could just press. Oh, that's so nice. I don't have to hold down the mouse button. You just press right mouse button, and it sprays. That's great. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. That's a lifesaver. Literally. My finger's starting to hurt or cramp. That's amazing. Why didn't the game tell me this? Maybe it probably did, and I just didn't pay attention. Ooh, that is so nice. That is so nice. Reassuring about this game, like you're washing all this dirt away and everything is clean. Oh yeah, that makes moving the mouse way easier. Holy smokes. Oof. Oh. Alright, slide guard. What's that? There we go. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a turn your brain off game. I compared this game to Sea of Thieves earlier. You just zone out. This vertical strut's not clean. What am I missing here? There we go. Alright, all that's left is the roof, I think. We'll find out. This one. There we go. Okay. Okay. Creosote is fungicidal, cheap, and just an absolute joy to pour. Admittedly, it's also. I didn't get to read it at a time. Oh well. Right, I think we just have the floor left after this. Then we'll all be almost done. It's just the floor. Almost there. There we go. Okay. We'll take a once over. Large bridge slats. This blue one? Okay. Good, good. Okay. Good. Bridge floor's done. Oh. Yeah, that's the 4. Okay. Now we start in the middle and work our way out, or do we start on the outside and work our way in? Okay. Oh, that was fast. Alright, large red floor. Whoa! got Half-Life flashbacks there. Almost got it. Almost got it. Oh, over here. Oh, good. Okay. I had to pop my neck there. My back. Okay. I'm glad it split the floor up into sections. It's very nice of them. Come on. Heck yeah. Let's go. Alright, blue time. I feel like if a kid fell from there onto this, it hurt. Right? Why didn't they use sand? Or wood chips? Wood chips would hurt too. Like those rubber wood chips. Is that what that guy was talking about in that message? So the blue floor goes this way. That makes sense. Alright, let's do this circle real quick. Well, we're here. Yeah, there's something comforting about this gameplay. It's cozy. I need to adjust my chair. That might be too high. Yeah, that's too high. No, it's too low. There we go. What I'll have to do. Maybe we can try the 40-degree nozzle. See if this helps. Much wider area of effect here. What if we go to the 25-degree? There we go. It's a nice balance. It's back here. Okay. There we go. Alright, we're almost done. Let's go. And we might clean the mayor's golf cart. Maybe. We'll probably call it a night. It's been 3.5 hours. Well, we'll see. Because we might have missed a few bits of the park, of the jungle gym. The towers. Yeah. Let's leave that. Climbing pole guards. Climbing pole guard. Ah. Tower trim. Where? Vertical struts. What's the trim even look like? Oh, down here. Okay. There's one that's still dirty. Where is it? Ah. Okay. So this one was glowing. Yeah, okay. Now it's just the circle. I am excited to see the time lapse of this one. Woohoo! Nice. That was cool. Can I watch that again, please? I wish there was more. There were more camera angles. For like a split second, I'm up here on this roof. Oh, that's good. Super job on the playground, Dirt Finder. Looking at it now, I'll admit there may have been the odd fleck of dirt here and there, and aren't there just so many colors in this world? Too many, perhaps. Anyway, you've got those bleeding worry warts off my back, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Alright, let's do the golf cart. Let's do the golf cart. Nice. I don't need to switch to the 0-degree nozzle to clean glass anymore. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Seat cushion. Bumper. Woohoo! Super easy. Look at the golf cart now. It's almost like the whole thing never happened. You're a genius, Dirt Finder. Much obliged. You're welcome, Mayor. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see who's live that we can raid. Shall we? Night, Nightlight back on. Sucrose is live. Sarah's live. Misfortune is live. Moki is live. Lucky is live. Lucky's doing a 24-hour follow-a-thon. River's playing Monster Hunter World. Yeah, let's raid Lucky. He's playing Monster Hunter World right now with River and some friends. It looks like he's doing a 24-hour follow-a-thon, and he just started, or his stream has cut out. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Too late, Tato. I already started the raid. Thank you for the redeem though, Tato. Thank you. I will be sure to try to remember to refund that. Thank you for being here, Lilith. Thank you for chatting with me. It's good to see you. Good night, Chang. Thank you for the raid, Kumi. Thank you, and congrats on your 1-year stream anniversary. I don't think you're here anymore, but thank you. Be nice to Lucky. He's doing a 24-hour follower-a-thon. Please be nice to him. He's playing Monster Hunter World with River. Here, can I do that right now? Manage rewards queue. There's so many. Marcus complete. There's 72. 2 days ago. Oh, is the stream not over, so I can't do it yet? Guide the raid when request. Oh, there we go. Reject. There we go. But thank you guys for being here. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For Stardew, I'm going to get some more Little Caesars and go to bed. We got the park done. Okay, anyway. Good night, guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Thank you for hanging out. Be nice to Lucky. Bye-bye!